celebrating 25 years of Jaguars football.
Jefferson is now being escorted off the field, but he was hit several times, guys, by ice and other debris.
Welcome into the Lycamobile Jaguars Jam, Week 13. The Jags and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Home sweet home. TIAA Bank Field, the site for this one. JP Shadrick with DJ Chark Jr. Good to see you, DJ. What's
Good
up?
to see you. Nothing much.
Yeah, here we go. I mean, back home. It's been a while since the Jags have been at TIAA Bank Field.
Been a long time. Like a month, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little more than a month.
Feel like it.
Yeah, it's time to get back home and get some home cooking in the month of December. Here's what we got today. We got some media questions for you, some fan questions. We're going to start, though, with you drawing something, and we're going to give it to a fan in the UK. And you're going to draw the Jaguar head logo. Yeah. And you have about, if you can start now, you've got about 45 seconds while I preview the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have an exact record as the Jaguars 4-7. You see what they've done the last 3 games, winning 2 out of the last 3. Jameis Winston, 5th in the league in completions, 2nd in the league in attempts, 2nd in the league in passing yards, 3rd in the league in touchdowns, but he also leads the league in interceptions with 20 of them, and he leads that category by a long way. 2,000-yard receivers on this team, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, who's the big monster on the outside, but they both can get it done different ways. Godwin leads the league in touchdowns as well. The Bucs defense, you see the rankings overall, 21st overall. Pretty good against the run, have had their struggles against the pass this year. And the Jags and the Buccaneers coming up Sunday at 1 o'clock at TIAA Bank Field. And DJ, I've tried to stall as long as I can for you. How is your Jaguar head logo progressing as we begin the jam?
But,
You got only a few seconds remaining here. We can finish it up at the end if you like.
Okay.
Let's see it. Let's see where your head's at. Okay.
I'm trying.
Show it off to the camera again. Show it off one more time. Let's get a close-up of that.
Oh, they can see it?
Yeah.
Now like a fish.
It's kind of a fish, goldfish kind of thing. But, hey, it's a good
45
start.
seconds.
45? It's a tough ask.
Tough.
Let's get to some questions today, shall we? Ashni Chawla from Yahoo Sport UK. What's been the biggest difference between your rookie season and this year? Do you feel extra pressure or responsibility?
The biggest difference is I actually know what I'm doing. You know, I have a plan from, every day is the same day a week ago for me. So like today is Wednesday?
It is technically a Thursday, but
so
it's a Wednesday.
This is the only difference this week because of the practice schedule. But usually every Tuesday it's the same, every Wednesday it's the same, every Thursday it's the same.
And that's from when you wake up through the work day and then at the end.
Yeah, I keep it pretty much exactly the same. So I kind of have a good idea of what's going on. I'm getting at the facility at the same time. I'm leaving at the same time. And I just feel way more comfortable and confident because I know what to expect.
And you said a lot this year that wasn't the case last year for you.
Oh,
right? As much.
Yeah, last year I know there was times where going to sleep at like 2 a.m., waking up, trying to practice, coming back, eating anything, Zaxby's, all kind of stuff, and then come to practice and not going to treatment. And it was just, everything was new for me, but now it's kind of like, all right, I know what to do, and this is what I have to do to be good. So
it's a job.
Yeah,
it's your profession now in the NFL. Let's move on to the next question. Sam Morgan from Verge Magazine. What are the noticeable differences between Foles and Minshew's styles of quarterback play?
Well, Foles is a little taller.
Okay.
And Gardner has a mustache.
Okay, that's two things.
But outside of that, they both go through their reads, both confident, willing to throw you the ball, make a play. The biggest difference maybe would be Nick been in this offense a few years longer than Gardner. Obviously, Gardner is a rookie. But, when they both on the field, they both gunslingers, and as long as I'm doing my job to get open for them, everything else pretty the same.
Kenny McCardell told me the other week, your wide receivers coach, that it really doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You got to go catch the football no matter what.
Yeah, as a receiver, sometimes, there's a difference in decision making, things like that. But at the end of the day, we have to get open and catch the ball. So.
Next question, Oz Shep has this one. How much would it mean to you to get voted into the Pro Bowl this season? Do you think about that kind of stuff now?
I wouldn't say that I don't think about it, but it's not something that, I wake up and like, oh man, I gotta go to the Pro Bowl. I think it's a big honor to be voted in, but right now I'm really just focusing on being the best that I can be and finishing this year out. Simply because, last year I didn't have the year that I wanted, and this year I want to continue to play well. And whatever accolades or things that come with that, I'm proud of it. It's definitely an honor, but I don't think I get to that point by worrying about getting to that point.
Next question, we'll get to it quickly here. C. Daryl 117, what has been your highlight of your footballing career from high school to today? What is the one thing that maybe stands out?
I feel like at LSU, the biggest thing was finally getting to play. I think that was a highlight, but then getting drafted was a huge highlight. And I think also scoring my first NFL touchdown was a huge highlight for me because it took a year. I didn't score at all my rookie year, and so that made me want it even more. And so that this year when I was finally able to get it, I think that was the biggest one.
It's a great answer, and hopefully many more to come as well.
Definitely.
Too. Anthony Wooten of Love Sport has the next one. You've been to London a few times and worked with NFL UK. What impresses you about London and the UK fan base?
That they love football. We love football here, but it's like everybody loves a certain team or a certain player, things like that. But in London, they love the game of football more than anything else, so it can be a college team that goes over there and play, and their stadium is going to be packed because they love the game of football. And I think that's the biggest thing that I like about playing there.
It is a little different when you see, a Jets hat with a Patriots jersey, the divisions and all that. But you're right. It's to your point. The game, they don't have games as often. So when it's there, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Next question for you here from Eric Ridgway. What's the biggest challenge or adversity you've ever had to face, and what got you through it? This is a deep question.
The biggest challenge? I think when I first got to college, always going through football to get to college, it was pretty tough. I had to overcome a lot of things, but when I first got to college, I wasn't a big recruit coming out of high school, and I went to a big-time program at LSU. I signed with some big receivers, and I had to wait my turn, and it got to the point where, I felt like I wasn't going to get that shot, that maybe I made the wrong decision and I should go somewhere else. After 2 years, and in my third year, continue to work. Just continue to work every day, and decided that if I was to transfer and play, I felt like I was defeated, even because I didn't do it at LSU, the place I started out, and I felt like I was good enough to do it. So I just continued to work, and when I finally was able to get my shot, I felt like I overcame a lot.
Was there a moment or a person that helped you get to that decision, or was it kind of yourself, or how'd that work?
I think my whole family, because they knew how frustrated I was. I was frustrated. Year one, you say, okay, maybe next year. Yep. Then after year two, it's like, okay, I just spent 2 years of not playing any football. So at that point, but they kept believing in me, and I, helped me believe in myself, and that was the biggest thing. I think my family being in my corner.
And the next question, Ashni Chawla from Yahoo Sport UK again. What made you start learning to swim, and how did teaching children to swim begin?
I decided, once I moved to Jacksonville, Florida, I figured it was about time that a 21-year-old learn how to swim.
Okay.
The Jaguars organization definitely helped me out and pointed me in the right directions. And when I was learning to swim, they was there with me every step of the way. You know, it sounds like it's not a big deal because it's just swimming, but that was huge. And after I learned how to swim, you know, felt like it was really, really important for me to help other people, you know, because it seems like an easy thing, but some people, that's actual fear. And so if I could be someone that could be a spokesperson to help someone, even if it's as simple as swimming, I think that would be a pretty cool thing to do.
We were there to see it on Jaguars.com, and it was cool. I mean, I know you had been working at it for a while to that point, but you were to a point where you were getting down the pool pretty quickly. Now, do you swim often now?
Not often,
no?
But whenever I get in the pool, you know, I try to, you know, do a few laps to make sure I still got it.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, it's like riding a bike. It comes right back to you.
Yeah, it come right back.
That's right. A few more questions for you here. Sam Morgan from Verge Magazine. For the Sneakerheads, what were the last kicks you purchased? You a big shoe guy?
Yeah. I actually just bought the Michigan 5s, Jordan. You know, Michigan is sponsored by Jordan now, so they had like their own unique colorway, the yellow ones. So I had to get the retros.
That would be maize if it's Michigan, but yes.
Yeah, well, they yellow to
Yellowish.
me. They yellow.
Sure.
So I got those, and they haven't came in yet.
Oh, they're not here yet?
Not yet. I just ordered them, and I ordered them off of StockX, so they got to go through. They got to get verified to make sure they're authentic and checked on, then they finally get here. But yeah.
Now, do you wear them, or do you show them, or what do you do with them?
I have some shoes that I haven't worn yet, but usually I wear them at least once or twice. But my ideal is if I have a large collection of shoes, no matter what I wear, I can always find the perfect shoe. So I just continue to build like a shoe database. And whenever I have a different outfit, I'm like, which shoes will match this? And I usually find something.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you're going to have that many shoes around. It's by default, you'll have something that matches.
Definitely.
Right?
So I'm always in good shape.
Two more questions for you. Ashni Chawla, again from Yahoo Sport UK. How impressed have you been with LSU this year? Are there any players we should look out for in the draft? They recently, this week, fell to number 2 in the playoff rankings, though.
So I'm very proud of them. We are obviously going to be number 1 by the time the playoffs start because we're going to beat Georgia in the SEC championship.
I
which,
agree.
You know, takes us from 2 to 1.
I agree.
So, you know, it's just a formality. I also think it's a lot of players to look out for. On the defensive side of the ball, you got players like Grant, and I don't know who all is leaving, but you got on offense, you definitely have Joe. Hopefully he's number 1.
Joe Burrow, the quarterback.
Something I can brag on. Justin Jefferson, if he comes out, I think it's going to be a top-rated receiver.
Good player.
I don't know exactly who all leaving, but whoever leave, I think they're gonna. It's gonna be some good names.
You mentioned Grant Delpit, the safety.
Mm-hmm.
He's been banged up a little bit the last week or two, but he's gonna be a fantastic player, I think.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's hard going through injury, but you know, you gotta take your hat off to those players in college that you know get hurt and continue to fight through it for their team. And definitely a player at that caliber could have set it out, but he didn't. So I think he's gonna be fine.
Could be a Bama LSU rematch in the playoff.
Doubt it.
Get ready. Get ready if it is.
Easy win.
Okay. Well, easy now. Let's
if
go.
Tua not there, you know, Tua not there, I think we're going to be straight.
I don't know. We'll have to revisit this in a few weeks. Final question from the JagTag program, our weekly question. JagTag is a simplified version of American football played in elementary schools around England. The JagTag program brought to you by LGT Vestra US. The question from Freddie Wilson, a 16-year-old from the charter school in London. What are your 3 favorite items on your Thanksgiving dinner plate, and what do you give thanks for this year?
I'm not a big food guy on Thanksgiving, but I do like sweet potato pie, pecan pie, and cake, and all the desserts.
I'm sensing a theme of dessert here, yes.
Yeah, food-wise, I like the dessert. I love the
just
dessert.
Go straight to dessert.
Yeah,
no turkey, no stuffing.
I eat whoever cook. You know, I eat a plate. You know, respect and because I'm hungry. But I'm definitely getting to the dessert. But you know, I'm thankful for a lot. And that's a deep question.
Yes,
but obviously, I'm thankful for my family. to make it simple, I'm really just thankful for my family, my close friends, and the Jaguars organization, and all the people that really supported me and that helped me out at low times, whether that was in college or when I got to the league, things like that. It's a lot of people to be thankful for, and I'm thankful for all that. And, of course, I'm thankful for my beliefs in religion, So it's quite a few things that I'm thankful for.
Well, we're thankful to you for coming on this program today.
I'm thankful to be on here.
And for being you. How about that? And I know you've done some great things already, but some big things are coming down the road. So good luck to you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
DJ Chark Jr. with us. We'll see you next time on the Lycamobile Jaguars Jam.